Kia ora, my name is Tim Marshall and I work as the coordinator at the Tauawhi Men's Centre. I also chair the Tauawhi Abuse Intervention Network, and I've been fortunate enough to be acknowledged as a new White Ribbon Ambassador. And White Ribbon, of course, happens on the 25th of November each year, and it's an international day that invites men to make a stand against violence towards women. And apart from just being the day, one day, it's also about a lifetime change, really, making that commitment and living that commitment. So it's not just about putting a ribbon on your shirt and taking it off when you feel like it, but it's about actually committing to that kaupapa. So there's a number of things people can do. They can pledge to not commit or condone or remain silent about violence towards women, or they can make a contribution in other ways in their own whānau or community. And so that's what we're passionate about here in Tauawhi, about safer communities and safer whānaus, and looking after our children, who are obviously the people we want to protect for the future. And this week we've had the White Ribbon Ride. The White Ribbon Ride was at Ilminster yesterday, and that was awesome. There's 22 guys on Harley Davidsons. They travel from Wellington. They all gather in Wellington, and there's an East Wind Ride and a West Wind Ride, and a ride that goes up the central North Island. And they're a group of guys, a combination of guys who are ex-servicemen from what they call the Patriot Riders, Te Ropu Kikoha, which is a group of Māori men who ride in, and of course their patch is the White Ribbon. So they use the motorbike ride to promote the cause and visit all different communities around all over the North Island and the South Island. And they visited Ilminster yesterday morning, and Ilminster, the children there put an awesome welcome on for them, and they listened to stories. One of the chaps, Peter Porter, who was here a couple of months ago for the men's White Ribbon Hui, he's travelling the ride with his wife, and he's somebody who's come from a history of being violent as a young man, and there was violence in their relationship originally, but 10 years on, 10 years of non-violence, you can really see the love they have for each other. And it was really a real heartfelt story that he told, and his wife spoke to how he's now her hero in leathers, and promotes the White Ribbon message. So it was great to have them, and some of the children, their memories were not just about the roar of the motorbikes, they were also about the story that Peter and his wife Kelly told, and about the commitment that these men are making, and the message that they're saying, especially to those young boys, about we need to look after each other, and we need to look after our women and the girls, and also the message that if guys are, and that's for men of all ages, really experiencing difficulties and managing themselves and staying non-violent, then it's okay to ask for help, which of course is the other message that parallels the White Ribbon kaupapa. So I suppose we'd like to think that the call would be out to any man in this community that there's a place you can come and have that discussion if you want to. There's Tauawhi is a place for men to have an open communication, to talk freely and free from being judged about what's going on, but in a way that we can support you. We have skilled counsellors here to have that conversation, but we can also just be available for having that chat just over a cup of coffee and just see what's the best thing for you. And of course, further on from that, there's another number of other organisations throughout the Abuse Intervention Network, TAIN that we call it. We work closely with police, and the one good thing in our community is that there seems to be a lower tolerance, so there's more people saying, hey, that's not okay, we've got to do something about it. But at a lower level you can do something about it as well, and it can be just as simple as asking the question, if you know somebody's experiencing either a victim of family violence or is experiencing some struggles in maintaining their anger and being violent towards their family, just asking how they are and if there's anything you can do for help, or to be available to have that conversation with them, can be the first step in a journey that can just start them on that path in terms of changing their ways around violence. In addition to that, you can go online, both onto the White Ribbon campaign, the It's Not Okay campaign. Vic Tamati, who's also been here recently and will be here again this weekend, you can ask him questions online, and Jude Simpson the same, and there's other information on both of those websites. This weekend, of course, we've got Pacifica Festival tomorrow. Vic's going to be there, and it's another way to engage with community and promote healthy and positive events and activities for families, rather than necessarily focusing on the negative aspects. And the invite, I suppose, is for everybody in the community in whatever way they want to make that stand, make that pledge, or make that commitment to a violence-free community.